Hi, I'm Jill Emery. I'm the current president of NASIG for 2008-2009. I'm currently at the University of Texas at Austin as the head of acquisitions. And how I first found out about NASIG was when I was actually working at the University of Texas at Austin as a graduate student. I was in the Library School and Information program there, and working with Anita Farber, who was then head of acquisitions. And another colleague of mine who was also working in the acquisitions department was a student grant winner for the Vancouver, British Columbia conference. And it sounded like such an interesting and fascinating thing, and I was so excited for him to be able to go to Vancouver that I thought, hey, when I'm close to graduating, I think I'll sign up and see if I can be a student grant winner too. And luckily I was selected. It was the 10th anniversary conference at Duke University, and so that was really wonderful since there was a lot of celebration activities going on at the same time. And October Ivins was the current president. And it turned out was also going to be moving to Austin to work on her PhD at the Library and Information Science program. So it was this really great synergy to start off kind of my professional life at the conference and be introduced to her and meet her, and she's become one of my mentors throughout my career. So it's been a very strong affiliation for me. And from that point forward, I pretty much decided if there was any conference I was going to make sure I went to every year, it was the North American Serials Interest Group meeting. And I started out just basically attending for a number of years, and then was asked at the Boulder conference. I had volunteered to be a newsletter person, to ad hoc reporter for one of the sessions. And then the proceedings editors had ended up not having someone assigned for that, so at the last minute was kind of called for by the proceedings editors to provide a paper for them, and was able to flesh out what I'd written for the newsletter for the proceedings. And so from there I just became more and more involved in the organization. I think the first committee appointment I had, I'm trying to think now, I can't remember if it was on program planning. I don't think it was. I think the first committee appointment was actually an ad hoc task force looking at what we could do with the registration. No, that came second. I would have to say that I guess I think program planning must have been one of the first committees I was on. And that was a really great experience, and from there I ended up just becoming involved in more. And for the second conference that was held at Trinity University, I was the registrar. And from that I was asked to help out with looking at what we could do as far as a registration database in the future. And it just continued to snowball and grow, and been involved in the organization pretty much for almost 15 years now, and it's been fantastic.
Could you talk about some of the challenges NASIG faces as an organization in these times?
I think NASIG has done a really good job at maintaining its sort of collaborative nature, which it's built around and is part of its mission, and has continued to expand and work with different organizations in unique ways, and I think that'll continue on, such as working with the National Information Standards Organization, working with the sister organization UKSG, and Society of Scholarly Publishing. And I think NASIG will continue to expand on that and find new ways of collaborating and developing collaborative efforts with both those groups and with various members within the organization, and taking itself forward in that manner.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about NASIG, a particular memory or something, a kind of a funny story? Maybe as president you've had a chance to go to the UKSG and attend their conference.
I have been to the UKSG conference. I really have enjoyed the synergy we've developed with them. I'm really excited that we're working on a grant award that'll be available at the 2010 conference that will allow a regular member from NASIG to go to the UKSG conference and a regular member from the UKSG to come to the NASIG conference. And I think it's going to be the John Merriman Award. I'm really excited for that exchange and that we're continuing to develop and work very closely with them on things like that. I think that's really vital and important to both the North American group as well as the United Kingdom group. And I think NASIG has a really good future as long as it maintains the collaborative nature and continues to expand on that and work on that.